Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to take a closer look at 7 popular motorcycles that end up being complete money traps. Number 7. Harley-Davidson Breakout 117. The Harley-Davidson Breakout 117 looks like pure muscle on 2 wheels, but once you own it, you quickly realize that good looks can hide a serious money pit. It comes with a starting price of roughly $23,000 before any fees or extras are added. And that's only the beginning. The shiny chrome, oversized rear tire, and stretched stance give it a powerful appearance, but the riding experience doesn't really justify the price. Every small accessory from Harley's catalog pushes the total higher, and even basic upgrades like mirrors or foot controls are priced far above what they should be. Under the tank sits the Milwaukee 117 engine, which sounds impressive on paper. It's a 1917cc V-twin that delivers plenty of torque, but the heavy weight and outdated suspension make it far less exciting in real-world riding. You feel every bump in the road, and longer rides become uncomfortable fast. It's heavy, difficult to maneuver through traffic, and fuel efficiency isn't great either. Then there's maintenance. Servicing and parts for Harley's 117 engine aren't cheap, and dealerships charge premium prices for everything from oil changes to minor tuning. Insurance costs are higher as well due to its large engine and custom classification. Resale value hasn't held up because demand for the Breakout has dropped as riders realize there are better performing and cheaper cruisers available. In short, the Harley-Davidson Breakout 117 may turn heads at a stoplight, but it's an expensive showpiece that drains your wallet mile after mile. Number 6. Triumph Bonneville Bobber. The Triumph Bonneville Bobber definitely turns heads with its retro styling, but owning one often feels like paying for nostalgia instead of real performance. In the US, it starts around $14,000, but once dealer fees, accessories, and taxes are added, the final price usually climbs much higher. The design is undeniably stylish with its floating solo seat and stripped-down frame, but comfort quickly runs out. Taller riders feel cramped, and the overly firm suspension makes long rides unpleasant, turning city bumps into harsh jolts. Power comes from a 1160cc parallel twin engine. While it sounds good and delivers respectable torque, it doesn't live up to the excitement its looks suggest. The Bobber feels slower than expected, especially when compared to other bikes in the same price bracket. Fuel economy sits around 50 miles per gallon, but the small fuel tank means frequent stops. Maintenance costs also stack up, with service intervals every 10,000 miles and parts that aren't cheap. Practicality is another issue. There's almost no storage, and the solo seat limits passenger options. Many owners spend extra on aftermarket upgrades to improve comfort and handling, pushing the total cost well beyond $15,000. In the end, the Triumph Bonneville Bobber is like a beautiful prop. It looks great, but living with it is disappointing. Number 5. Indian Chief. The Indian Chief is designed to look bold and powerful, but it quickly becomes a bike that takes more than it gives. With a starting price near $18,000, it already sits firmly in premium territory. Once dealer markups, accessories, and setup fees are added, you're looking at well over $20,000 out the door. On paper, it's a modern interpretation of a classic cruiser. On the road, however, it feels heavy and awkward, especially at low speeds. With weight exceeding 300 kilograms, parking and tight maneuvers become stressful rather than enjoyable. Power is supplied by the Thunderstroke 111 engine, a massive 1811cc V-twin that produces strong torque. It sounds great and pulls hard in a straight line, but vibrations creep in over time, particularly on longer rides. The engine also runs hot in city traffic, making summer riding uncomfortable. Ownership costs are where the real pain begins. Maintenance, insurance, and replacement parts are expensive. Even routine services like oil changes can cost hundreds at the dealership. Accessories such as windshields and saddlebags are overpriced, yet you'll need them since the stock setup lacks touring practicality. Despite its styling and brand reputation, resale value suffers because riders realize lighter, smoother, and cheaper alternatives exist. Number 4. Yamaha V-Max. The Yamaha V-Max is legendary for its raw power, but today it feels more like a financial burden disguised as a muscle bike. Originally priced around $17,900, it promises massive thrills and delivers them at a steep cost. It drinks fuel, eats tires, and constantly demands money. Once iconic, it now feels outdated in terms of comfort and everyday usability. At its core is a monstrous 1,670 cc V4 engine producing over 200 horsepower. On paper, that's insane, but most riders can't safely use even half of that power on public roads. Acceleration is explosive, yet at low speeds it feels heavy and unstable due to its massive weight, which exceeds 300 kilograms. Ownership means accepting high operating costs. It burns premium fuel quickly, averaging only about 30 miles per gallon. Tires wear rapidly and replacements aren't cheap. The VMAX offers bragging rights and little else. It's impractical for daily riding, too thirsty for long trips, and expensive to maintain. For most riders, it's proof that raw power doesn't always equal smart value. It's a money trap with a famous name. Number 3, Harley-Davidson Pan America. The Harley-Davidson Pan America entered the adventure bike segment with big promises, but in reality it's an expensive gamble that often falls short. Starting near $19,000, it aims to compete with established adventure bikes like the BMW GS. But ownership costs make it hard to justify. The idea of a Harley adventure tourer was exciting, yet execution feels inconsistent in both comfort and reliability. The Revolution Max 1250 engine is a 1,250 cc V-twin that produces strong power, but it comes with issues. Many riders report excessive heat at low speeds, clunky gear changes, and unpredictable throttle response. The electronics package is loaded with features like rider modes, adaptive suspension, and large displays, but software glitches are common. Simple warning lights or sensor problems often require dealer-only diagnostics, turning minor issues into costly visits. Comfort is another letdown. The seat and wind protection don't feel adequate for an adventure bike at this price. While build quality looks solid, rattles and electrical issues suggest otherwise. In the end, the Harley-Davidson Pan America feels like a bold experiment that missed the mark. Number 2. Suzuki Boulevard M109R. The Suzuki Boulevard M109R stands out with its aggressive styling and big power, but it's also a motorcycle that empties your wallet faster than it delivers enjoyment. Priced around $15,000, it attracts riders with its muscular stance and massive rear tire. Ownership, however, quickly turns into a financial burden. It's heavy, fuel-hungry, and difficult to manage in everyday riding. The M109R is powered by a 1,783 cc V-twin engine that delivers serious torque. It launches hard in a straight line, but that brute strength comes at the expense of comfort and efficiency. Low-speed riding feels rough, and the transmission often clunks between gears. Handling is challenging, especially in traffic or tight corners, due to its weight and wide rear tire. Fuel economy averages about 35 miles per gallon, which hurts as fuel prices rise. Maintenance costs add up quickly, and resale value is weak. Buyers love the look, but many don't want the long-term ownership costs. As a result, owners often sell at a loss. Overall, the Suzuki Boulevard M109R is a classic money trap. Impressive visually, powerful on paper, but financially draining to own. Number 1. Indian Scout Bobber. Indian Scout Bobber looks incredible in the showroom, but ownership quickly turns into a wallet-draining experience. Starting around $13,000, it seems reasonably priced at first, but the real costs show up later. The bold styling with chopped fenders, low bars, and a slammed stance sacrifices comfort and practicality. It's powered by a 1,133 cc liquid-cooled V-twin that delivers smooth power and strong mid-range torque. On paper, it sounds ideal, but the ride is harsh. Minimal suspension travel means every bump and pothole goes straight through your spine. Maintenance is another issue. Indian dealerships charge premium service rates, and parts are expensive. Even simple oil changes can strain your budget, and limited aftermarket options mean you're stuck buying official accessories at inflated prices. Resale value also suffers. Despite its looks, used Scout Bobbers don't hold value well, as riders realize it's best suited for short rides, not comfort or daily practicality. In short, the Indian Scout Bobber prioritizes image over long-term satisfaction. And with that, we've reached the end of today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more upcoming content.